So hi, today I'll be explaining the workflow of the project. So here initially we are taking an image data set. So this image data set is a classification data set and it has a train set and a test set. So the train set is used to train the model. Once the model is trained, it is tested upon the test set and we get an accuracy and we are storing it in a log file for our records. Okay, so initially I'm taking an image data set, choosing two classes out of it and making the number of samples in class A equal to number of samples in class B in order to balance the data set. Balance the data set means number of classes in class A equal to number of classes in class B. Next, what we are doing is we are passing it through the model and testing upon the test set and we are getting the accuracies. The next thing what we are doing is we are creating an imbalance here. Like by choosing 1000 samples randomly from class B and making an unbalanced data set which has 2000 images in class A and 1000 images in class B. Then again, we are passing it through the model and finding the accuracies and storing it in a log file. Next, what we are doing is we are applying augmentation technique to remove the class imbalance problem. So what is the class imbalance problems? Here there is an imbalance class, right? So for class A, there are 2000 and class B is 2000. So we are trying to make it 2000 is to 2000. So we are trying to make this 1000 images as 2000 images. Then it is called a balanced data set. That's what we are doing to remove the class imbalance. That is our goal, for which we are using augmentation techniques. Augmentation techniques means, like, for example, if there's a cat image, you're making a new image, new augmented image in which it has undergone some transformations. For example, there's a cat image, so you're rotating it or you are flipping it or you are increasing the brightness or increasing the contrast. So different types of augmentation techniques. These are the augmentation techniques that you are applying to make a new image so that the model could learn even if there are less number of samples. Augmentation techniques are used when our sample data set has less number of samples. So we are making new samples using the existing samples so that the model could learn even if they have the less data. This is what augmentation techniques are used for. So what we are doing is we are applying various augmentation techniques on this unbalanced data set here, and we are generating different augmented data sets, balanced data sets, and we are passing it through the model. And then we are finding the accuracy and putting it in a log file for our record and the evaluation of the model and augmentation technique, which is better for what. So for that purpose, we are using this log file. So next thing comes is how do we apply this augmentation technique? So let's dive in. So in this augmentation library, it is a custom built one. Custom build means self-made from scratch. Okay. So what we do here is it takes an input image and returns an augmented image. How does it do that? It applies advanced augmentation techniques on these images and get the augmented image. So one of the feature why this augmentation library is better than others is that it is low computational cost. Why? Because, for example, if we use the TensorFlow augmentation libraries and augmentation functions, it will be converting the image, which is a NumPy array in this case, into a tensor and applying the transformation on that tensor and again changing it back into array and returning our image. So it has a high computational cost. So to reduce this, what we did is we directly applied the transformation on the image and we are given an augmented image out of it. Okay, so let me dive into the features of this augmentation library. So there are many types of augmentations that it supports, like a blur, channel dropout, etc., etc. For example, if blur is used, the image input is an image, then we'll get a blurred image as an output. Next is a channel dropout. Like in an image, there are three types of channel, right? So red, blue, green. So it dropouts a channel and returns an image which has two channels in it. So like this, many different transformations have different functionality that this library supports. And it also supports a random transformation. Random transformation means random crop, random flip, or random something. Like the random means that it is chosen by the computer itself. We don't need to input any parameters or something. Okay, so this is what random transformations are. Next, what we do is this augmented dataset creator. It is dependent on our this augmentation library. So it makes a new dataset. It creates a new dataset, and the main functionality is it generates a new and augmented dataset with a removal of the class imbalance. Like whatever unbalanced data set that we gave as an input here. So we are trying to make this be 1000 images into 2000, right? So this is a balanced data set that we get, augmented balanced data set that we get. So these are the different types of augmentation that we apply in generating these augmentations, data sets. And these are the data sets, and these data sets are again passed through the model and found the accuracy. And here we are storing all the accuracy details and so for our evaluation. And next comes here. So in this, we are taking the input as the majority directory path. That means in our case, class A, wherever the class A is stored, that path. Then class B path, minority class path. Then comes this final image directory. Okay, whatever the image is generated, the like whatever the data set is generated in the last, that final image directory path, and the org type. Here org type is a string input. Okay, what does string include? This, for example, here it is blur. The blur is a string that you give here to get a blur data set, new blur augmented balance data set. You will be getting that. So whatever type of transformation you need, you just need to input here. It will be generating an augmented balance data set out of it. And it also supports the random transformations. So I hope it's clear. Thank you.